So I wanted to talk about this before we go, and I thought this was interesting. Dave Smith really like eviscerated Dan Bongino. So Dan Bongino came out and said that he's going to go after people, black pillars, people who want to question this administration for things like the Epstein files and other things that we're told not to question anymore, although he was actively questioning beforehand, telling us all that we were being lied to. Then he gets in there and then tells us, oh, Epstein, killed himself, nothing to see here. You're a black pillar because you're not buying the official narrative. So Dave Smith, I think, really summed up how a lot of people feel about this change of heart, and now you're going to go after and attack the independent media. So let's just play this here.
We watched you lie through your teeth. Look, he said, I've seen the files. He killed himself. I just want you to think about this, okay? Dan Bongino, after talking about this all the time, and you saw him right there in the clip saying, don't let up. Don't let up on the Epstein thing. We got to keep talking about this. None of this makes sense. What you didn't see there is he even went as far as one time on the Tim Pool show. He said, I have it on good authority that Jeffrey Epstein worked for Middle Eastern intelligence. Could be any of those Middle Eastern countries, of course. But so he said all that. Then he goes in there. He says, I've seen the files. He killed himself. That was approximately 2 months before the official position of the administration was that the files don't exist. So he said he's seen the files and he killed himself. And by the way, as you know, because we followed this whole crazy train, right? The end result of it is that the bill passed. The files are to be released. Great. So now we all get to see it, right? I mean, I understand they just missed a deadline, but of course, this administration is that they ran on being the most transparent administration in history, right? So we're going to get all that information. So this will be great. So let's see what Dan Bongino saw. I mean, Dan Bongino, by the way.
Right. And so that's a great point, right? I want to play more of it here in a second, but he went in there and I guess he saw everything, right? He saw the file. He told us all that he saw the file.
Yeah.
Right. He saw the file and okay.
So he can say it on his show now.
So he saw more of the video that we didn't see, that with the missing frames and everything. Like he saw more of that, the videos that they said aren't available, or
apparently. And apparently he must have seen, well, then if this was AI generated imagery and all of that, he probably knows where that came from. So he could just spill the beans on all of that now. So he saw the file. He's seen all of the details about this. So he had it on good authority that this was Middle Eastern intelligence. We now know his connections to Middle Eastern intelligence, specifically Mossad. We absolutely know that. So why are you hiding that from us? So now your first mission now back on the other side of the podcast microphone is to attack independent media, people who are questioning the very thing that you were questioning at the very beginning. Okay.
You're coming back to podcasting now. The files have been declassified. I'm not a lawyer, but pretty sure you can tell us now. It's not classified information anymore. You can tell us exactly what you saw, exactly how you were able to look the American people in the eye and guarantee and promise that he killed himself. And you know that for a fact. I mean, you must have seen some really strong evidence in order to know that for a fact. What we've seen so far is a fake AI image of Epstein attempting to kill himself in some way in his cell, but it was clearly determined that wasn't a real video. So what is it that you saw, Dan? I mean, look, dude, if you want to come back into this world, in this world here, as you knew before you went into government, in this world, the currency is honesty. The currency is the truth. So tell us, man. You went into government, looked us all in the eye, and made up a big fat fucking lie that you don't know. And you know it. You know you did that. So now you think you're going to be the one to come back into this, the podcasting game, and you're going to be policing this space, the black pillars? Like, okay.
So, and I've been speaking to sources who say they know exactly who killed Epstein. And it was all part of an operation. And I think that story is going to come out here soon. We're going to do a deep dive on it. here on the channel very, very soon.
Did you know, of course you do, that our world is full of toxins? Every day we're exposed to more chemicals sprayed in the skies, in our food, in our water, in our air, from pesticides, heavy metal to hormone disruptors, synthetic additives. There's toxins bombarding us constantly. But your gut can help you fight back if you fortify it. Now, most of us know that kimchi is a fantastic way to fortify your gut, but not everyone likes to eat it, like Philip. That's why Kimchi 1 from Brightcore Nutrition is available. It contains over 900 strains of beneficial probiotics that help flush toxins, restore gut balance, and support your immune system. When your gut is strong, you can be strong and your body can resist. You'll feel the difference, better metabolism, better energy, your hair, skin, all of that. This isn't just hype. Studies show that fermented foods like kimchi can reduce the risk of obesity, improve your blood sugar, and support whole body wellness. So check them out. You can get 25% off your order if you use the code redacted by going to mybrightcore.com/redacted. Or for the best deals, you can call them at 888-404-6312. You'll get up to 50% off, free shipping, and even a free bottle of vitamin D3 with your order. So once again, the number there is on your screen, 888-404-6312, or go to mybrightcore.com/redacted.
So Epstein didn't kill himself. I think very clear. Michael Baden, one of the most respected forensic pathologists in the world, says he absolutely didn't kill himself. Clear signs that he was murdered. So what did you see? What? And by the way, are these files then faked? Is this like a cover-up? Is that what you saw? So you saw like a file of cover-up information?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what it sounds like. You had an intelligence operation that carried out the assassination of an intelligent asset inside of a prison. He was not suicidal. And by the way, in the weeks or the days ahead of time, the individual who was in that particular cell with him when he was, quote unquote, trying to kill himself a few weeks earlier, and then he saved his life. Right. Okay. So I would love to know all of the details about this. Now that you're back in front of the podcast microphone, you can share all of it.
Can't wait.
I mean, that would be, you can lay it all out. You can do whole episodes where here's what you all thought. Here's what we all thought. I was a black pillar too before I went into the FBI. And then when I got there, I saw all these files and here's what I saw. And it really convinced me. Lay it out. But instead, he just would go on Maria Bartiromo's show or Fox and Friends and be like, what I saw changed my life. I was in the belly of the beast and I saw absolute pure hell. Can you talk about that hell that you saw? Can you talk about the horrible pedophile ring that you uncovered and what members of Congress and high-profile billionaires were involved in all of this? Can you lay it all out for us? Or are you just going to tell us these things? Like, just trust me, bro. I saw some stuff.
Or just condescend.
Right.
Anyone
I know stuff now.
Right. Anyone who
what?
questions things.
Well, in my opinion on the whole thing is I believe that they felt like he was, such a big voice that they needed him back out here doing his podcast to run opposition to all these journalists. And I think that's why he's being put back out there. But I think he's going to have a rude awakening because I don't think he's going to get the results they think he's going to get now that he's kind of betrayed everybody.
He had huge stream numbers in his first stream back, but as Clint Russell pointed out, he was going through, and I don't watch his show, but he was going through and he said the ratio was unbelievable. Like he said he had to scroll through like 75 negative comments. People were like, we don't trust you, we don't trust you, we don't trust you, you're a liar, to finally get to one positive comment.
Yeah, people just wanted to see the train wreck. They wanted to see, like, are you actually going to come back and reveal anything, or are you just going to try to cover up?
Well, and he admitted, obviously, the first thing he thinks about when he wakes up in the morning is Israel, right? That's what Dan Bongino said, and how he can, better serve Israel. Of course, like Ted Cruz, right? That's the first thing. I mean, when I wake up, that's the first thing I think about, right?
Yes.
Not like, oh, I got to go pee or I got to, want some coffee. It's like, what would Israel?
BB do?
Well, we got this report today about the social media bot armies that, of course, the Netanyahu government and the Israeli government are using at large to push information onto social media. So if you notice a lot of like comments, pro-Israel comment, all of this stuff, there's a massive bot army that's being used. And this came out of the Jerusalem Post, by the way. This wasn't like Western press. So being pushed big time. So I wouldn't doubt that you're going to see like a lot of fake engagement, and it's going to be
with Dan Bongino.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it at all. I mean, again, that's just me speculating. But again, this is how this stuff works. And you're going to see crazy amounts of farming and bot farm.
That makes more sense because it's not good for business. You know, if you're Elon Musk and you have a lot of people who are using X and they notice that they're getting nothing but Hasbara on their feed, they're going to stop using X. They're going to look to other places. They're going to look more at, you know, I mean, TikTok now, I don't know where else will go, but you're going to lose faith in the platform. So it does seem like that has been dialed down. Some of the Hasbara.
Exactly. We were being pushed all of these like pro-Israel accounts before Christmas, and then suddenly most of them have stopped. Like I've noticed.
But if you can artificially inflate their numbers, you give them a gravitas, right, that they wouldn't otherwise have. So people are like, oh, well, other people, let me think about this. So that is sort of
bot farming is very big on Twitch, right? So a lot of Twitch users use it where you'll pay, I guess, David, you probably know more about this than I do, but you'll pay like a bot farm a certain amount so that during your live stream, like thousands of people come in, but they're fake. They're all fake viewers. They're not real viewers. And on Twitch, a lot of people get caught on Twitch doing that. I know Asmund Gold has called out a number of people where they got caught live switching between their like browser tabs, and you can actually see the bot farm tab that they had open that they're paying to use to get fake engagement. Like it's like
right. Well, and a lot of them they pay for the views, but they don't pay for the chat. So it's like if you go into a chat and they show 100,000 viewers and the chat's moving slow, they're bot farming.